You think you are walking in blessing. But what if the very thing you call a gift is secretly destroying you, twisting your spirit into chains you cannot see, turning the light of God's provision into the weight of a curse you never asked for? Because blessings do not always remain blessings when your heart is unprepared to carry them. That is the hidden danger you rarely discern. Money meant to provide can seduce you into greed. Relationships sent to comfort can pull you into compromise. Opportunities designed to lift you higher can harden you in pride. What once came from the Father of lights can be corrupted by your own misuse. Israel cried out for a king in 1 Samuel 8. God gave them what they demanded, yet it became their snare. Sometimes God allows you to taste the fruit of your own desire to expose where your allegiance truly lies. The enemy loves to cloak curses inside the wrapping paper of blessings because you hold them close to your chest without suspicion, thinking it is favor while it is secretly planting ruin. The manna which fell from heaven was holy. Yet when the people hoarded it with fear instead of trust, it rotted with worms. Provision without obedience becomes corruption. You pray for increase, not realizing that increase without humility will crush you. Proverbs 10:22 says, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow, but sorrow attaches itself when you twist what was holy into an idol." When you let the gift replace the giver. When you love the answered prayer more than the one who answered. Blessings turn into curses not by God's hand, but by your handling. The promotion that feeds your ego will rob your soul. The relationship that replaces God's voice will drown you in silence. The wealth that pulls you from dependence will leave you empty. Even the healing you receive can make you forget the healer. Deuteronomy 8 warns that when you are full and your silver multiplies, your heart can be lifted up and you forget the Lord who brought you out of bondage. Forgetting Him is the real curse that lurks inside every blessing. You must examine your life with trembling. Because what you celebrate as breakthrough might be setting you up for breakdown. The shocking part is, you will not notice until the fire tests it. 1 Corinthians 3 reminds you that only what is built on Christ will endure when the flames come. God is less interested in what He gives you than in who you become through what He gives. He will sometimes allow what feels like blessing to decay in your hands, to expose that your grip is on the gift and not on Him. When that happens, you either run back to the altar broken, or you clutch the idol tighter until it suffocates you. This is why Jesus said in Luke 12:15, "Beware, for life does not consist in the abundance of possessions." Abundance without surrender is a trap. The danger is not in receiving, but in receiving wrongly. Not in having, but in holding without holiness. Not in enjoying, but in exalting what was only meant to point you back to God. Every blessing carries a test inside it. Every open door comes with a serpent nearby. Every answered prayer whispers the question, "Will you love this more than me?" Too many fail to discern that test until they are choking on what they once called favor. You must wake up before your joy turns to ashes, before your harvest breeds pride, before your comfort blinds you. The hidden curse is subtle. It does not arrive with thunder. It slides in quietly. When you begin to boast, when you forget gratitude, when you stop kneeling, when you treat holy things as casual, suddenly the marriage you prayed for becomes warfare because you stopped making God the center. The business you built becomes a burden because you no longer tithe or trust. The platform you begged for becomes a prison because you crave applause more than His presence. If you are honest, you know blessings have already betrayed you when you mishandled them. Yet even then, God in His mercy uses the weight of corrupted blessings to bring you to repentance. Like the prodigal son who demanded his inheritance early, who watched it dissolve in sin, until the famine exposed the curse hidden inside his so-called fortune. Only when he returned empty did he find that the true blessing was not in possessions, but in the Father's embrace. Do not beg for blessings without begging for purity. Do not pray for increase without praying for wisdom. Do not seek open doors without seeking clean hands. Blessing is only safe in the heart that bows low. Everything else becomes a snare. Test your own heart now. Ask yourself if what you are celebrating is still sacred, or if it has secretly become a curse in disguise. The decisive line between blessing and curse is not in what you hold, but in how you hold it. Not in what you receive, but in how you steward it. If you cannot lay it back on the altar, like Abraham laid Isaac, then it already owns you. Anything that owns you apart from God is a curse. So tremble at this truth. Choose today to surrender. Because the most dangerous curse is not the one that comes from your enemies, but the one you cradle in your arms, thinking it is a gift from heaven, while it is slowly pulling you away from the one who gave it.